Alright, so finding a comfortable seat, closing down the eyes if that feels good. If not, keeping the gaze nice and soft. Noticing the sounds around you, the sound of the water, the birds chirping. And turning your attention towards the breath. Noticing as it travels in through the nose and out through the nose. You can keep eyes closed, or if you'd like, flutter the eyes open. We're going to do a little bit of bees breath, Brahmini's breath. So to start, we're going to place our hands over our ears. If this is too constrictive for you, you can just leave your hands on your thighs. Basically, we inhale through the nose, and with our exhale, we hum.
We'll do 3 rounds.
So you can join me whenever you'd like. Inhaling through the nose, exhale, coming out. And then we'll just release Brahmini's breath. Just noticing. Next, we'll place the hands on the throat. And again, if this is restrictive, just leave your hands on your thighs. Placing hands on either side of the throat, just resting them there gently. Once again, we'll do Brahmini's breath, so inhaling through the nose. Exhale as you hum. And then releasing the hands down for 1 round of breath. Noticing the throat chakra. Noticing any new space created in and around the throat. The last one we'll do is placing hands together at heart center. And then once again, 3 rounds of Brahmini's breath, bees breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, hum it out. After your 3rd round, releasing hands down to your thighs. Taking a moment in stillness. And then fluttering eyes open, keeping the gaze soft. We're going to take the fingertips behind us, just arching the chest up towards the sky, opening the throat slightly. Couple breaths here. And then pulling the fingers forward, placing them in front of the knees. Let's round through the spine. Gaze can fall down to the belly. then tracing the fingers back around you towards the back as the chest opens up. Then on the exhale, tracing the fingers in front of the knees as you round into the spine. You can continue on like that, or if you'd like interlacing fingers, we'll draw the hands out in front of us, palms facing forward. On the inhale, drawing the arms up towards the sky, opening the chest, opening the shoulders. And then on the exhale, hands come down parallel to the earth, and we round through the back. On the inhale, once again, arms go up. Exhale, arms come down, rounding through the back. We'll do 2 more at your own pace. And then releasing the hands down, we'll place that right hand on the mat beside us. Inhaling, left arm out parallel to the earth. 1 breath here. And then on your next inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Spine stays tall. And then on your next inhale, arching slightly over towards the right, keeping the low ribs reaching up as well as the upper ribs. And then on your next in-breath, that left hand comes down. We'll inhale, right arm parallel to the floor. 1 breath here. And then bringing the arm up, overhead, spine stays tall. And then gently arching over towards the left. Keeping the low ribs drawing up towards the sky. And releasing that right arm down. Let's come into tabletop position. Extending right leg out behind you, coming onto the ball of the right foot. We'll pulse here, just stretching out the back of the leg. And then switching sides, extending left leg out behind you, rolling forward and back on the ball of the foot. And then we'll come to sit back on our heels, so tucking all 10 toes under and sitting back on the heels. We'll take the hands in prayer position and then press the hands together, drawing the hands down towards the belly button, stretching the wrists, the upper wrists, the underside of the wrists. From here, we're going to draw the hands up towards the sky and then back down towards the belly button, pressing the hands together as they move, pulsing back up, and then bringing them back down. Feel free to come out of this foot position at any point if it's too intense for the arches of your feet or for your knees. A couple more. And then we'll come forward back into tabletop position, tapping out the tops of the feet. From here, we'll take a couple of down dogs. So inhale, drawing the belly button down towards the earth, reaching the chest forward. On the exhale, rounding through the spine, pushing the ground away from you. Inhale, arching the spine, drawing shoulder blades together on the back. Exhale, rounding through the spine, gaze can come to belly button. You can continue on with classic cat-cow here. Or begin to draw circles with the upper body. So coming forward and then drawing the hips back. So we're going to round through the spine as we come forward and arch through the spine as we push back. A couple of these, waking up the spine, shoulders, hips. Then coming back to stillness, we'll tuck our toes, walk the hands forward slightly, and then bring the hips up towards the sky for downward facing dog. It might feel good to just stay in stillness here, or maybe shifting both of the heels towards the right, planting the soles of the feet. The toes are facing the left-hand side of the mat. Heels are facing the right-hand side of the mat. Plug both hands into the earth and breathe into the left side body. On your next inhale, pivoting the feet around the other way. So now the heels are facing towards the left side of the mat. Toes are facing towards the right. Feet are parallel to the short edge of the mat here, and we're sending breath into the right side body. Coming back to center, let's slowly walk our feet to the top of the mat. Coming into our standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Sit bones reaching up, feet rooting down. And then gently rising up, rolling up the spine, stepping bone on bone as we come up to stand, sweeping the arms up towards the sky, and then taking hands together at heart center, tapping back into the breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan diving forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, we'll come into flat back. Fingertips can find the shins or to the floor. Chest reaches forward. On the exhale, releasing as you step that right foot back. Runner's lunge, one breath. And then on your exhale, step that right foot forward, coming back into Uttanasana. We'll take flat back on the inhale. Exhale to release as we step left foot back, runner's lunge. On the inhale, stepping forward, coming back to the top of the mat. Inhaling to a flat back. And then exhale, release. We're going to step right foot back once again, runner's lunge. Hips are heavy here. Back knee is up off the earth. And then stepping forward, releasing down, standing forward fold. Inhaling to a flat back. Exhale to release, stepping left foot back, last time, runner's lunge. On your next in-breath, step it forward. This time releasing back into our standing forward fold. You can clasp opposite elbows. Bringing up the ragdoll. Taking the arms wide, let's rise up to stand. Once again, fingers reach up. And then right away, we'll swan dive forward, hinging at the hips, coming down to our standing forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, stepping that right foot back. We're going to lower right knee down towards the earth. Option to keep back foot toes tucked or to untuck the toes here. Once you're stable, inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And then we'll bend at the elbows, drawing the elbows back. Shining the chest forward and up. Sending breath into the upper chest. Keeping the neck long. On your exhale, taking both hands to the inside of the front foot, coming into lizard pose. So back knee can stay on the earth. Once again, toes can be untucked or tucked here. You can tent your fingertips, keeping the chest reaching forward. Energetically drawing left knee in towards left shoulder. Keeping the face soft, relaxing the jaw. On your next in-breath, planting palms. You're going to swing that left leg back, coming into tabletop position, kicking the left foot out behind you. Feel free to stay here, or bending that knee, drawing left knee towards left tricep, and then kicking it out behind you. This time, crossing the body, tapping the right tricep, and then kicking it out behind you once again. So flowing here, tapping left, reach it back. Bring it forward, tap the right, and then extend back. We'll do one more of each. Bringing it forward, sending it back. And then tapping the right upper arm and reaching it out behind you. Releasing left knee down to the earth. Let's come into side plank here. So we're going to outstretch that left leg behind us, rotating the sole down of the foot down to the earth. You're going to stack your right hand beneath right shoulder, and then peel left fingertips up off the earth, opening the chest towards the left. On your next inhale, left hand comes back down, left knee meets right. We're going to bend the elbows, drawing the chest and chin down, 8-pointed pose, hips stay high, and then sliding through, drawing the belly down towards the earth, untucking toes, coming into cobra pose. So inhale, draw the chest forward and up, tops of all 10 toes, plugging into the earth. Hold here. Exhale to release. And then tuck your toes, draw hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. On your next in-breath, that right foot reaches up. Bringing right foot between the palms. Let's lower back knee down towards the earth. So tenting fingertips here once again, bringing the chest forward. You can stay here or begin to open the foot up, that front foot up, coming onto the knife edge of that right foot, keeping the right foot flexed and really pressing the side of the foot into the mat, energetically drawing right knee in towards the right shoulder. This is a variation of Funky Lizard. Chest reaches forward, sending breath into the outer hip on the right side. On your next inhale, right foot plants. Let's push off, coming into standing forward fold at the top of the mat, releasing the head down. On your next in-breath, reaching the fingertips up as you stand up, Urdhva Hastasana, and then gather hands together, pausing here, reconnecting to your breath. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, finding a flat back. Exhale, step that left foot back. So once again, back foot, toes can be tucked or untucked. The back knee is on the earth. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up. Stay here, or opening the arms, bending the elbows, drawing the elbows back towards each other as the chest opens, rooting down through the legs and the feet, rising up through the chest. On your next inhale, taking the hands down on the inside of the front foot. Your back feet can back toes can be curled under, or the tops of the feet released to the earth. It's up to you. Here you can tent your fingertips, bringing the chest forward through the arms, allowing the hips to drop down, and keeping that right knee drawing in towards right shoulder. Sending breath into your hips. On your next breath, we'll plant the palms, kicking back that right leg behind you, coming into three-legged tabletop here. So dropping the right hip in line with left, hug belly button in towards your spine. Feel free to stay here, or on your next in-breath, tapping the right knee towards right tricep, and then extending it back out behind you. Crossing the body with the knee this time, tapping left tricep, and then reaching that right leg out behind you. Flowing here with your breath at your own pace. And then releasing right knee down to the earth. This time we're going to extend right leg out behind you, planting the sole of the foot on the earth parallel to the back edge of the mat, keeping the left knee as it is. We'll slide that left hand underneath the left shoulder, so it's stacked under the left shoulder, and then in your own time, inhale, reaching right fingertips up towards the sky, drawing the under ribs up as we reach up through the right fingertips. On your next exhale, releasing right hand to the mat. Bringing right knee to meet left. And then we'll draw chest and chin down, hips stay high, 8-pointed pose. Sliding forward on the stomach, coming into cobra, untucking toes here. Hands are beneath the shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades together on the back, and then inhale, peel the chest up. Plug the pelvis into the earth as you reach your heart forward. On the exhale, releasing down to the mat. Tucking toes and pushing up, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, left leg goes up. Stepping left foot forward, placing it between the hands. Lowering back knee to the mat. Tenting your fingertips here on either side of the front foot. Hips are nice and heavy. Chest reaches forward. Feel free to stay here, or if you'd like, rolling onto the knife edge of that front foot. flexing through the foot and energetically drawing the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Hips stay heavy. Jaw stays soft. On your next inhale, planting the sole of the front foot, and then pushing forward, we'll come to the top of the mat, standing forward fold, releasing the head down as the hips reach up. On your next inhale, reaching the arms wide as we stand up, fingertips reach up, and then gathering hands together at heart center, closing the eyes for a few moments, tapping back into your breath, fluttering eyes open. Sweep the arms down as we sit deep into our chair, reach the fingertips up. Big toes can be touching here or feet hip width apart. Gathering hands together at heart center, staying here for a couple of breaths, or if you'd like, twisting towards the right, hooking outer left elbow to outer right knee, and then open the chest towards the right, pressing the hands together, drawing the hands towards heart center. On your next inhale, keep the legs as they are, coming back to center with the torso. We'll take it to the opposite side. So twisting the chest to the left, hooking outer right elbow to the outer left knee, and then open the chest towards the left as you reach your hands towards heart center, pressing the hands together. Inhale, come back to center and then fold over the legs. Standing forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step that right foot back. Right knee can lower. We're going to place both hands on the inside of the left foot, coming into lizard pose. So you can do the same variation you did last time. Or if you'd like, you can draw forearms down to the earth. And maybe the back leg rises, drawing that back knee up. Wherever you are, relaxing the jaw, breathing into the intensity. We'll hold for one more drill. And then lowering that back knee. If you had lifted it up, we'll rise back up on the hands. And then reaching the hips back as we work to straighten the front leg. Peeling the toes up off the earth, drawing toes towards your shins. You can tense your fingertips here, keeping the spine long. Ardha Hanuman, half split pose. If you have the space, you can walk the hands forward slightly, reaching the sit bones back, drawing the nose forward. On your next inhale, planting the front foot on the earth, let's place the hands shoulder width apart. We're going to lift the back knee up off the earth and swing the left leg back to meet right plank pose. You can always take supported plank, lowering the knees down to the earth. Energetically drawing the toes towards the wrists. Hug your belly button in towards your spine. And then from here, either stay here or we're going to rotate onto the outer edge of the right foot, placing our left foot on the earth behind it. So you can have a peek at me. From here, we're going to open up another variation of side plank. So left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Really energetically draw all the way up and out of that right wrist, all the way up and out of the left fingertips. And then on your next inhale, rotating back to plank pose. From here, lowering all the way down to the earth, resting for a moment. From here, tenting fingertips on either side of the mat. Draw your shoulder blades together. We'll do finger stand cobra. Inhale, peel the chest up. Exhale to lower. We'll pulse here for 3 breaths. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rising up once again. Hold at the top. And then exhale, lower down. Planting palms beneath the shoulders, pushing back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, that right foot goes up towards the sky. Let's bend right knee, opening the hips towards the right. So rooting both hands down. Stay nice and stable as that right knee reaches up. And then squaring the hips, let's bring right knee forward, placing the right foot between the hands, coming into warrior 2. So back foot spins parallel to the short edge of the mat, bending deeply into the front knee, extending the arms out, fingertips reach forward and back. Option to stay here, or we'll bend the elbows. And then draw the elbows in towards each other as you round through the spine. And then opening the elbows away from each other, arching through the spine. So pulsing here between the 2. This is a variation of breath of joy. And the next time you end up with your arms open, staying here, we're going to work to straighten that front leg, hinging the hips towards the back of the mat, tilting the torso forward, hugging belly button in towards spine. We're coming down about 1/4 of the way. Hold here for a couple breaths if you can. And then extending right fingertips down towards the right shin, or maybe to the floor as the left fingertips reach up, triangle pose. Chest spins open towards the left-hand side of the mat. On your next inhale, sweep that top arm down, spin on the back foot, placing the palms on either side of the front foot. We'll spring off the back leg, kicking that left foot up towards the sky. Variation of standing splits. From here, bending both knees, bring that left knee in behind the right, and then kick it back out behind you. So we're going to flow here. Inhale, curl up into a little ball, drawing that left knee in. Exhale, extend it out behind you. We'll do 3 more. Excellent. And then bringing left foot down to the earth. Feet are hip width apart. Once again, Finding ragdoll, clasping opposite elbows. You can have a slight bend to the knees, draping your torso over your thighs. Releasing here. From here, letting the hands release as we roll up. Let's stack our bone on bone. Coming up to stand. We'll inhale, reaching fingertips up. Exhale, gathering hands together. So a couple options here. You can take chair pose again. Sitting deeply in your chair as you reach the fingertips up. Or if you want to do a little bit of balance, we'll transfer the weight into the left foot, reaching the right knee up towards the chest, and then crossing the right leg over left. We're going to take a number 4 shape, placing the right ankle on the left thigh and sitting down deeply into this chair variation, sending the sit bones towards the back of the mat. On your next in-breath, we'll come back up. Even if you're in chair pose, just reset. One breath here. In Tadasana, hands are in prayer at heart center. And then if you're taking chair pose again, you'll sweep the arms up as you sit down deep into your chair. If you're doing the balancing variation, we'll transfer weight into the right foot, bending right knee, placing the left ankle on the right thigh, and then sitting down deep here. Keep the spine long, crown of the head reaches up. We'll rise up on the next inhale, releasing both feet to the earth, and then sweep the arms up overhead. We'll swan dive forward. Inhaling to a flat back, and then exhale, sending left foot back this time, lowering the back knee. We'll take our hands on the inside of the front foot, lizard pose. So once again, you can always stay upright here, or if you'd like, you can begin to lower down onto your forearms. Maybe you're picking the back knee up off the earth. Whichever variation you're in, you're drawing that right knee in towards right shoulder, hugging everything in towards the midline. Sending breath into your hips. And then releasing the back knee down if you had lifted it up. We'll rise back up, planting our palms. And then taking the hips back, working to straighten that front leg, curling toes to shins. You can walk the hands back slightly, tenting fingertips if you'd like. Reaching the sit bones back, stacking the left hip over left knee. Or you might have the space to walk hands forward slightly, bowing on the inside of the front leg. On your next in-breath, coming forward, bending back into the front knee, placing the palms on the earth. We'll lift that back knee up off the ground, And then sweep the right leg back to meet it, plank pose. And if that's too intense, you can always just make your way into plank pose. Once again, option to keep the knees on the earth here, supported plank. Drawing the chest forward, one long line of energy all the way from your heels, up, out the crown of the head. So you can always take that first variation of supported side plank where that left knee comes down to the earth and then you spin onto the sole of the right foot, extending right fingertips up. Or if you want to do the other variation, from plank, we're going to spin onto the outer edge of the left foot, placing the right foot behind it, sole of the foot on the earth, as we reach right fingertips up towards the sky, drawing the energy up and out, that left arm all the way out, the right fingertips. And then coming back to center, plank pose. Let's lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. And then tenting fingertips once again. Finger stand cobra. We'll peel the chest up off the earth on the in-breath. And then on the exhale, dipping the left shoulder down towards the mat, peeking up over your right shoulder. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, switch sides. Right shoulder comes down. Look up over left. Rising up. Let's do one more on each side. And then releasing all the way down to the earth. Let's rest here for a moment. Planting palms beneath your shoulders. Let's push back up, downward facing dog. Rooting the hands down, rooting right foot down. Let's inhale, reach left leg up. We'll bend that left knee, opening the hips towards the left. So left knee reaches up towards the sky. On your next inhale, squaring the hips, let's sweep that left leg forward. Coming into warrior two. So bending deeply into the front knee, back foot's parallel to the short edge of the mat, extending the arms out, externally rotating the front thigh open so that you can see your big toe and second toe on the inside of the front knee. Stay here if you'd like, or taking your arms, bending at the elbows, opening the chest. We'll pulse here. On the inhale this time, drawing forearms together, rounding through the spine. On the exhale, opening the chest up, open the arms. Inhale, draw the arms in towards each other. Exhale, open them up. Let's do 3 more at your own pace. After your third, keeping arms as they are open with bent elbows, we're going to work towards straightening the front leg, shifting the hips towards the back of the mat, tilting the torso a quarter of the way forward, hug your belly button in, holding here if you can for a couple breaths, and then releasing that bottom hand down towards your shin, or perhaps the mat as we open the top arm up, chest spins open towards the right, triangle pose. On your next inhale, right hand comes down to the ground, spinning on the back foot, let's push off, coming into standing splits. So tenting fingertips on either side of the front foot. Back leg reaches out behind you and up towards the sky. We'll pulse here on the inhale, curling into a ball, drawing that right knee behind the left knee, bending into both knees. Exhale as we extend. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, extend. And then flow with your breath. We'll do 3 more if you can. Feel free to rest whenever you need to. And then next time that you extend that leg, let's bring right foot down to the ground. Feet are hip width apart. Finding our standing forward fold. Maybe sighing out the mouth on the exhale. And then drawing the sit bones down to the earth. Let's come to sit. From here, we're going to place our hands behind us. We're going to pick up our right ankle, placing it on our left thigh. Seated variation of thread the needle. You can draw your chest in towards your legs. If this isn't working for you, you can always take it reclined. So lying down on your back, interlacing your hands around your shin or behind your hamstring, drawing that leg in towards your heart. Reach the chest forward. Sit up nice and straight. And then on your next inhale, we're going to lower the left knee down towards the earth, taking double pigeon. So here, the shins are stacked, one on top of the other. The right ankle's on the left knee's on the right ankle. If this is too intense for your knees, you can always extend the lower leg, which is your left leg, out in front of you. Releasing any tension in and around the face, rooting both sit bones down into the earth. If it's available to you, you can begin to walk your hands forward, releasing the head down. Maybe your hands find prayer and you draw the prayer hands up towards the sky. And gently coming out, whichever variation you're in, we'll plant the soles of the feet on the ground and windshield wipe our knees side to side. Keeping the hands as they are. This time you can pick up our left foot, placing left ankle on the right thigh. And then tenting fingertips behind you as you draw your chest towards your left foot. Deepening the exhales, allowing the body to soften. Once again, you can take this reclined if it's not serving you to do it sitting. On your next breath, we'll lower that right knee down towards the earth, stacking shin on shin, flexing through the feet for double pigeon. Again, if this is too intense, you can extend that right leg out in front of you. Maybe closing down the eyes. listening to the sound of the birds, the water rushing past. Maybe you have the space to hinge forward, drawing the forearms down towards the earth. And if you did on the other side, you can take your hands in prayer position, reaching them up towards the sky, elbows rest on the ground. Begin to rise back up. Once again, we'll windshield wipe the knees side to side, releasing the feet to the earth. And then planting the feet down, we'll roll our spines down onto the ground. Once you're there, hugging knees in towards your chest. Might feel good to rock side to side or draw circles with the knees. And then taking the arms wide into a T shape, releasing both knees down towards the right, left knee stacked on top of right, reclined spinal twist. Maybe your right hand finds the top knee. Maybe your gaze falls over that left shoulder. And releasing the hands back down to the earth. Let's draw the knees up and over, stacking the knees down towards the left. Right knee stacks on top of left this time. Maybe your left hand comes to the top knee or the top thigh. And maybe your gaze falls over the right shoulder this time. Coming back through center, hugging both knees in. We'll take the soles of the feet up towards the sky, finding happy baby. Hands can rest on the shins or the outer edges of the feet, drawing the knees down towards the earth. Maybe rocking side to side here. Maybe hanging out in stillness. And hug the knees in towards the chest one more time. Maybe curling up into a little ball, drawing your nose to your knees. And then releasing your body to the earth, extending the legs out. Arms splay out by your side. Final rest, Shavasana. Gently waking up the body, maybe wiggling fingers and toes. In your own time, rolling onto one side. Pausing here for a moment. And then making your way up to sit, keeping the gaze soft or keeping the eyes closed. Placing one hand on your heart, the other hand on top of that. Honoring and thanking this beautiful body for its strength and support. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.